guaranteed in early January if you're in the top 16. Now, if Stephen Lee or Mark Davis just outside the 17 were to have a really good run over the next couple of weeks, Ronnie might be in danger of obviously not qualifying. But obviously he'll be at the Masters, and I'm sure he'll be trying to pick his game up there and of course going forward. So that's the situation with the rankings. There's lots to talk about, I'm sure, but much more fascinating things at this table today.
Yes, absolutely. Just shows you how tough this game is now to have the prospect of possibly not having Ronnie in the top 16. Such is the dedication of some of these young players now. They're getting really good. Matthew Stevens has got himself back in the 16 as well. Now he can run them in, can't he? We suggested it normally tries to stun those in because he was near the cushion. He had to run that one in. Straight into the middle of the pocket.
Wow, what queuing that was. And look at the way the reds are sitting. There's 2, 4, 5 reds available at the moment.
5.
Well, if we go back right to the 5th frame, when Mark Allen missed the easiest of reds into the middle pocket. You talk about turning points, Dennis, in games. It's completely turned around since then.
You could see that red jump there, so that's why he didn't come back on the blue as he intended. Oh, now that's a nice little nudge.
11.
Okay, if he hits the pink full ball, he's got the other red, but the running has changed somewhat.
12.
And all of a sudden, his putt success rate has got into the 90s. We said it wouldn't take long. Should have played to open the reds there, I thought. Have you ever seen a split like that? Have a look at this. Now he stunned it in, he didn't screw it in, but look at the red balls. My goodness.
That was the key point, Dennis, wasn't it? The fact you mentioned he stunned it in. What would have happened if he'd have screwed them in? The white would have come back near the black cushion. And there's only 2 or 3 players at the moment that can play that shot consistently well. OK, they can all play it, but they don't see it. That is one of the best splits you'll ever see. 3-1 behind to 5-3 in front. Doesn't get any better than that. And that's now a possibility.
26.
Well, it's definitely worth showing you that again. How often do you see the reds go like this? But that was just created with a pace and a little touch aside. Well, Mark Allen's done absolutely nothing wrong. You know, he hasn't had many chances.
31.
I can only remember him missing 1 ball.
32.
But as you say, well, it's amazing how it can change around so quickly.
Yes, the red he missed, as we've mentioned before, was to possibly take a 4-1 lead. He led by some 30-odd points at the time with a straight red in the middle, and needed 20 from there, and it would have been 4-1. And like you, I can't remember anything easy as missed in the next 3 frames. But Trump has been awesome. I mean, the last frame was just a remarkable clearance. This is a little bit more like a practice clearance, which you'd expect him to win the frame from this visit, but the previous frame, goodness me, that was fabulous.
45. .46.
Well, the last couple of frames is, well, it's an example of why this young player is now very popular all over the world.
John Parrott mentions a lot in the studio and in commentary how quickly he scores, and here's another example. Only a couple of minutes play and all of a sudden he's 60 in front. I'm sure it takes nothing out of you, Dennis, if you're that quick.
Well, they're going to have a few hours back on at 8 o'clock tonight. I can't
61.
wait for the remainder of this match. Oh, was he overcut it? Now It's just a lapse in concentration. He took his mind off the pot there. Well, I'll tell you what, I already had it at 5-3. It may not be that. It should have been. How could he miss that one?
The shock on his face when he just watch the way he jumps up here and he stands rigid, as if what's happened there? He can't believe it. We can't believe it. I'm sure Mark Allen can't believe it. But surely Mark Allen can't clear from here to pinch it.
You want to bet?
8.
There's plenty of awkward reds.
Nine.
I think he tried to just flick that red out that's near the right middle pocket. He may attempt to cannon it out again. He's got it this time. And all of a sudden, there's only one
15.
Difficult red. What a body blow this would be. You'll have just under 3 hours to think about it if he should lose this frame. But what a clearance this would be.
Yes, we're watching Judd Trump miss that very, very easy red. As Dennis mentioned, just a little bit of lacking concentration. Now, if he gets the angle on the black or pink, he'll be moving that red out immediately at the tight one because he still has 2 other reds to get on just in case he misses the cannon. So, does he have the angle on this black? Let's have a little look. I think it's perfect.
16.
He has, Willie, and he's guaranteed to be on the one to the opposite middle, so any cannon on this red is good.
Wow, this one shot could make it 4-all if this goes right. Took an extra little bit of time to make sure the cannon, he's missed it. What a difference that makes, and it was a cannon you'd expect
23.
him to get.
Yeah, he had to create the angle, didn't he, with a bit of stun. I'm just wondering if he can cut this one into the pocket. Will he play a similar type shot to the one Judd played? Let's see what sort of angle he's got here. 11 another go at that red. Kyla, well, what a comeback this would be. Has he got it this time? Oh, he's unlucky. He may have to take the double. If he can make the double here,
21.
he could still clear up for an unbelievable frame. It really would be.
Wow, this is a tough shot to take on. Where's the red going to end up? Will it end up safe? Will he end up sticking it?
Mark Allen, 31.
Well, he went for glory. You don't blame him. It's one of those occasions where the double was value to play. A lot of times we suggest that the double is not necessarily the right shot. That time it was, but red and black will give Judd Trump the 5-3 lead.
Well, we're in for an absolute treat this evening. As you mentioned, Mark Allen was 5-3 down against Ricky Walton. He came out and won 4 frames in a row. He's going to have to do that again.
9.
But he's quite capable of that, so can't wait for this evening session, will he?
I think on reflection, maybe 4-4 would have been slightly fairer, but in fairness, Judd Trump this session has played superb. And I'll remember frame 7 for a long time. The clearance he did in
12.
frame 7 was right out of the top drawer. No heroics on the yellow, but they're a fabulous session of snooker from both these young superstars. A lot of people are standing in the audience. You can't blame them because the session of snooker was quite really remarkable. Judd Trump got himself in a position to win his first major tournament. The UK Championship is up for grabs this evening. He leads by 5 frames to 3.
Well, what a 4 frames from Judd Trump. He warned us that something special was going to happen, and it sure did. And Steve Davis, how do you rate his ability to just turn it on like that?
Well, he just got, in a way, got boundless enthusiasm. He's so hard to keep down. If this was Crufts, right, he'd be a red setter, all muddy paws all over your face. Mark Allen's the pit bull, you know, he's got his leg, he's chewing your leg off. But, I mean, he's relentless, and you don't want somebody at you all the time like a Judd Trump is.
I'm never going to get an image of a red setter in my head. Ken, how do you view the first 8 frames of this final?
Well, amazing. You know, Mark Allen, as he said, set off really well. But Judd Trump, as I said, questions were asked of him, and he's duly obliged, and some brilliant shots and brilliant break in those last couple of frames. Unbelievable stuff, and it's all set up nicely. And
Ken, Mark Allen's going to have to do exactly what he did last night against Ricky Walden.
Yeah, got to show grit and determination. I have to say, though, that frame that Judd Trump won 7 is the best break he's made in the entire tournament. What a break that was.
Absolutely exceptional, wasn't it? From the way we're going at the moment, are your feelings with Judd or with Mark Allen at the moment?
Advantage Judd Trump, but don't rule Mark Allen out.
OK, gentlemen, thank you very much. It's been absolutely fascinating. Chapter 1 of this UK